Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skylines. Right, I'm going to get this done this episode, I swear that much. And we're going to get started right now with the game paused. And I'm going to do my best to not get distracted by anything else. So I'm thinking instead of doing the crossroads first, I'm going to do the long windy roads, one continuous thingamy-bob. Let's see. I don't know, I probably don't make a lot of sense when trying to describe what I'm planning to do. Go just... What? For goodness sake. Just going to have to roll with it. But I'm not planning on... Damn, I suppose these road zonings take priority over this one. That's annoying. I suppose I could develop them on this side at least. Try to maximise space. So they usually prefer to keep the main roads free, like I said before, as I did with these ones. But with 6-lane roads, yes, maybe I can make an allowance for avenues. Although, being avenues, they're really only going to be able to travel in one direction. Speaking of which, I forgot to change the damn speed limits. Right, I'm just going to have to do that now. Before I forget. And I'm really sorry, I should have done this before I hit record. It just escaped my mind, like a lot of things tend to escape my mind. What was my name again? Like that. Right, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Yeah, I did remove the train line that was going through this area. I was going to replace it, but unfortunately I can't build train tracks until I build an actual train station in the city. And I doubt I'll be using trains. So, for the time being, I'm just leaving it as a big gap. So there are going to be no trains at all going to Zer0polis for the time being. Also, I need to set up an underground line and perhaps a bus service or two in this area. It's got highway connections. It's just a little bit out of the way of the main block of the city. I suppose it could essentially be its own little city zone down here. It's pretty damn sizable. In fact, it could well turn out to be the biggest zone yet. At least if we count the areas around that big, massive roundabout as their own separate little areas. It could turn out to be one big blob. Right, finally done. Sorry about that. Right, roads. Now, fortunately, this is going to be in the way. Trying to keep it tucked in nice and close. Maximise zoning space. We missed a bit there. That's it. Hug it essentially. Make it feel nice and warm. Now I got plenty of space for more roads here. Bit of a tight turning, but if the drivers in City Skylines are anything to go by, they'll make it just fine. They can Tokyo drift their way around any junction, roundabout, or interchange. pretty sharp turn. Ah! Right, we'll just do that. Ooh, we can just squeeze it past. Okay, we made it. I suppose I could essentially do it. Alright. I'm really sorry for any sudden jump, but I ran out of recording space just now. So I've had to go back out. And well, I think it's been a good few days since that last part, or the first part of the video, since I ran out of recording space, had to spend time sort of compressing and compressing footage, then removing the raw files and uploading and such. So yeah, I need to remember exactly. Well, I know what I'm doing here. I'm building a ring round road. I haven't done anything else since then, with the exception of building one cemetery here, in the hope that maybe some extra hearses will help make a difference between all of these corpses waiting for transport. And also, I increased the budget for healthcare to the maximum, in the hope that all the you only really ever get 2 or 3 extra hearses per cemetery or crematorium. I'm hoping with all the stuff we've got, it'll help make a difference. I don't know if it's really going to be possible to fix all the traffic problems we're having right now without some major redevelopments. Jesus Christ. For goodness sake, people, if you're going straight, use the right lane. What are you guys doing? If you're going left, if you're turning into here, stay in the left lane. If you're going straight, I don't know. My road system's becoming a mess. So all I can really do is hope to develop further to reach Megalopolis standing. Because we're on our way to Metropolis, just 5,000 or odd less. So right. Building this section here. So I'm trying out something new in the sense of starting here, building a ring round, then maybe start here and build another ring and then run in, instead of just having lines going across like I have done with these places. I'm thinking where they're starting to split, round about here-ish. Maybe I should give him some more room. It's a bit better, I think. With some extra space here, we can maybe put down a park or two and instantly remove all those freaking traffic lights. I hate them. I hate them. What the? There's traffic lights there. Those must die. Are there any others that I've missed? Yes, there's some there. They have to go away. Right, so I will warn you that I have, in the days since the split in this video, I have developed a bit of a cold. So I apologise if I have to pause to blow my nose or anything like that, or take a drink, or if my voice ever gets a bit hoarse. But let's actually try. Oh, damn it. That just looks a bit odd. I think I might try carrying on a bit further than just having it meet it there. Might be a bit of a sudden turn in there, but yeah, this isn't particularly smooth, but you can't really expect much from me in the aesthetics department, I'm afraid. I try, but well, you really need to do bad things in order to learn from them, I guess. Just like here. Too many junctions. No. 4 junctions like that in close proximity to one another. I might try something else. Perhaps just having one road coming off from here and then this one meeting in. Something like that. I don't know. Where to go from here? So how's the death problem doing, by the way? We've got red spots. I'm hoping maybe, given time, all the extra hearses will come into play. With all the traffic problems we're having. Where are the worst spots again? Here is our major red zone, followed by our first roundabout. Damn, this is getting nasty. People really want more industry, eh? Ah yes, in this zone here. I wonder what would happen if I actually decrease the speed limit so people wouldn't reach this roundabout so fast. And again, it would just cause traffic to back up even more. I don't know. I don't know anything. I know nothing. So I don't know, around about this spot here. That went a little bit further than I wanted. Alright, I'll just go like that. And of course get rid of those accursed traffic lights. What if I just destroyed all the buildings that were complaining about the dead? I've got a hearse here. Right, that's gone. What's happiness like? Where can I check happiness? Oh, here. That's right. So, global happiness is still good for the most part, with the exception of commercial. So I guess it's just these spots here where people have complaints. Now let's try something different. Start from... Whoops. Start from here. Or maybe not. Just one single road. And they can meet them around about this area. So I'm sure to any experienced City Skylines player that looks completely horrendous. But to me it's something. Something that will hopefully help me increase my population somewhat. So now I gotta add some more connections and ways in. Thinking of which, speed limits still need to be changed around here. They have no speed limit, then have to quickly slow down to 60 for this tiny space here. Well, not anymore. Be free! I suppose I can maybe put a unique building or something here. Statue of Wealth. Transport Tower. Yeah, something grand like that. We haven't actually built any unique buildings. Maybe. Perhaps we can put one here. Just put the Statue of Wealth. Or we could build them. No, we can't actually because of this damn curved road. I suppose I could put one stretch of road going through here and then put all the unique buildings in it. That's an idea. Maybe build something in Cock. I'm getting distracted again. It's bad. Something small like this wouldn't blow up much. An much official very park. The Olive Residence. I'm sorry, but you've been replaced. Right, an official park. We've got our first unique building as such. Congrats. Right, got distracted. I'm sorry. I try to avoid having that continue to happen, which isn't unfortunately is inevitable. I want them spaced out quite nicely. So I've also got this junction here I don't want anything going too close to, but unfortunately that'll probably be inevitable. Bit too close to that junction for my liking. There. These need to be adjusted as well. Stop people from slowing down from 100 odd miles an hour to 50 or kilometers per hour. My apologies. Oh, these ones didn't change. Interesting. Traffic lights die. My official motto for this game. Traffic lights die. Now what's a grand building? An opera house. Yeah, build an opera house here. Or an expo centre. A science centre. Ooh, that's nice. Or a stadium. 200 grand. See, this looks much bigger and grander. But this is essentially one of the highest tier buildings. Oh, but that's a hell of a lot of noise pollution. I can't do that. This is going to be a residential area. This one does produce a bit, but it's quite localised. It's only around that little area. So you know what? I'm going to build that there. Now, I will continuously complain about power. So, that one, unfortunately, is going to be a tight turn because what? Unemployment is high, eh? 18%, not particularly good. I could build a whole. How's our education like? I could build a whole load of offices here. Education, education, education. Educated, well educated, highly educated. A lot of our citizens are graduated now. We're actually reaching university capacity. We need more high schools. Yeah, what place doesn't have high school education? Mainly around Croxley, new development. You know what? Have a high school. What? Even the people in Cran... Well, that Cranhan, did that require? No, they're okay for the most part. Apart from down here. Ooh. Oh my good lord. This roundabout is hell. Jesus Christ. Traffic's backing all the way up there. What about if I made public transport free? Because we're currently getting around nearly 6,000 in use. Because I'm not really... budget fluctuates depending on the time of day. Because I'd lose 9 million in profit. No, 9,000. My bad. 9 million would be a bit much for public transport. Place speed limits. So yeah, it's taking me around 17 minutes to get this place set up, and I'm sure most people could do it in a much quicker time because they weren't getting distracted. Right, development time. So I'm thinking around, we're going to have primarily offices around this part, since noise pollution doesn't affect them. In fact, they can serve as a good barrier to noise pollution, as I'm sure I've repeated myself many times before, for which I'm sorry. But there's our barrier there. We'll have a little bit of commercial here and there. I don't know whether I want it to be high density or low. How much low have we got? Cockfosters is all low. Crantilly is all low. Cranhattan is high. Stupid mouse! Sorry about that. And Croxley is a mixture of both. Cranberry is all high. Camden is all low. Condor Hills is high. See, around this area, this is all low. And then there's a bit of high up here. So, speaking of which, do I have... I'm going to need... I've got water up all in this area. I just need to put in some power lines once I've got development sorted. Let's go with high. First off, I'll put in the commercial blocks. Put them near the main roads. Now, I know I said I wouldn't develop on the main roads. I think I can make some exceptions for commercial. They'd need easy access to main roads. They can have a tourist attraction, the train tracks to nowhere. You better hope no train comes, because otherwise they're ploughing straight into your shops. Any more commercial? Make this a little commercial hub. Yeah, people could essentially drive down here for commercial work. I suppose deliveries can come and then go straight up these roads, unless, though knowing traffic II, they might actually just go right through the centre. And now I'll put them on the centre ring as well. Whoop. Not too far down though. There we are, nice little commercial hub. Now, any more around here? Because that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot of commercial considering. I think we'll also need a good amount of offices as well. Put them in these little triangle sections. Little pockets. Roll down this part as well. And then oops. And the side bits. Alright, I wonder how much that will bring down our demand meter by, if that all develops. I think we're putting a few more pockets here and there, mainly around the central sections. We're going to need to set down metro lines as well. Along this central bit. Things when it gets dark, it can sometimes be a bit trickier to tell what's been zoned or not in high density. Boom. Gonna have a lot of people living here, which might result in some nasty traffic jams. I think without some very, very heavy redevelopment, some parts of this city might be beyond saving in the traffic department. Especially considering how inept I can be at times. Right, now, along here, we definitely want offices. Once again, serving as a sound barrier. A few more along here. Maybe along... here as well. There. Right, so I think I'll put this up, build this up, and then carry on from there. Ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed this episode of City Skylines. I'll hope to see you in the next one, where we'll see how development of this area goes. I can see through you. I'll hope to see you then.